Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shopper from the Guys Who Play Games, back with some more, Pokemon Crystal. I forgot what game I'm playing, because, if you don't know, well, why would you know? I'm kinda on the sick side right now. So, this will probably be a shorter part. I'm probably just gonna quickly go fight, I'll fight all the people I haven't fought yet. We'll do Whitney and stuff. Oh, is that already the bike shop, man? Still can't do the nighttime, guys, because I'm recording during the day. Maybe I'll have a lot of opportunities to record the next few days, and hopefully by then I won't be as sick. So, once that's done, we'll get to fight the cops. Fuck those guys. I don't know. Well, oh right, I had the egg, right. Man, I haven't actually recorded in like several days. And by several days, I mean like several weeks, because I've just been sick. I'll eventually have to let the dogs in. They're actually barking right now, the sons of bitches, but, it is what it is. I totally forgot to mention when we, finished here the other day. Like, it's funny, I always bring this up, and now the one time... this one time I forgot to. The fun fact that getting to Goldenrod City does a few things, right? The first time you come to Goldenrod City, it unlocks Pokerus. Right, before you go to Goldenrod City, you can't get Pokerus. And additionally, you also unlock... Oh, Kenya. I mean, Kenya probably wins this, right? Additionally, you unlock the abilities for Shuckle to turn berries into berry juice. Why is that linked? I'm not entirely sure, but they use the same, they use pretty much the same code, so that's probably why they implemented the check for both of them, but it is a little funny. It's probably, they just decided, like, whatever, it's easier to do it that way. Is this Elliot? No, this is a different guy. Elliot's the other guy, right? Oh, it is Elliot! What the heck? I can't believe I remembered this guy's name specifically, because I don't remember anyone else's name. It is nice finally having Water Gun, because now we can just spray on all the ground types that would otherwise wall us before. Woohoo. Here comes Meryl. Meryl's, like... I just kind of forgot this guy's Meryl. Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah. I've been doing a lot of that today, thanks to my cold. I forgot this guy has a Meryl. Because, Meryl... I guess that's, to be fair, that's actually kind of a cool little common thing in the early gens, I feel like, is you see a lot of Pokemon way before you have the opportunity to actually catch them. Like, Gen 1 does this a lot, where, like, all the super nerds in, Mount Moon have like Magnemites and Grimers and stuff, and you can't catch those for quite a while. I think it stands out to me because Meryl is a very weird Pokemon, because like in Gold and Silver it's a 1% swarm. We'll go Rocky, sure. I think this lady has a Pikachu actually. So Meryl's a 1% swarm in Gold and Silver, right? And then come Crystal, they actually removed it as a swarm and just made it a more common encounter in Mount Mortar. Which makes sense. Maybe it's a little weird in some aspects, but like, they did that for a couple of the Gen 2 swarm mods. Like Snubbull is also a case of that, where it's in Gold Silver it's a swarm, but in Crystal it's just a regular encounter. I assume they did that because it helps make them a little more, like, it's a different version of the game, so you might as well try to mix things up with it a little bit, right? Give people slightly different encounters to deal with. What's my egg at? Needs more time. I might try to actually, like, grind that out this part. Like, I might just go, like, woo. It doesn't take that long to hatch. If I remember correctly, Well, if I remember correctly, I know for sure. So the egg hatches into any of the baby mons in this game, right? So like the Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Magby, and so forth, right? Those guys. I think they all hatch with like Dizzy Punch. I don't think all of them actually have Dizzy Punch as an egg move they can learn though, which is a weird thing if I remember. I might be wrong about that, but I distinctly remember that Dizzy Punch might be considered a odd egg only move. Not that it's a particularly crazy move to have or anything like that, but it is something to note. It's not too big a deal for most of them, but it is kind of nice for like Cleffa and Igglybuff because they get that same type attack bonus. It does help them start off. Man, everything here is really weak right now. Like they go real easy on you in the early game of GSC. Pretty much, it's not until you beat Whitney that the levels bump up for the trainers a lot. Oh right, yeah. So I was gonna mention the Meryl thing. So Meryl is really weird because, so they made it a little more common in Crystal, right? And then in Gen 3, they decided to give Meryl a baby form. It's like one of the few new babies they added after Gen 2. And it's like, it's weird that they did. Because like with some of the other babies, you know, you could argue that they either make sense because like, for example, with Magby, Smoochum and all of them, I say that, but then, it's funny I say that while we're looking at Magmar right here. They added them because like, they're kind of strong Pokemon. So they gave them like babies, which are, for all intents and purposes, are basically just first forms. Although it's weird because GSC doesn't even use them. Like, you fight Magmar all over the place in this game, because Fire Breathers love Magmar. For some reason, instead of Magby, like, I don't get why. I want to say this guy has trainer rematches that maybe have Magby in them, but I don't think that's actually true. That might be Heart Gold Soul Silver only. It's very strange. Oh, this guy, yeah. Yeah, he's the guy who's your biggest fan. In Gold Silver you can rematch him, but in this game you can't actually rematch him. He just kind of blabs to you about stuff you do. I guess we'll fight. Is this Arnie? I'm pretty sure this is Arnie, right? Yeah, and he has the Venonat. He phones you for Yanma. But, right. So they added all those babies. Man, there's a lot to talk. The babies are... I mean, to be fair, that's kind of just a thing in general. The babies are kind of weird. Like, they exist for egg moves more than anything. Because a lot of them have moves that they... Well, not even specific egg moves. Some of them have moves that only they can learn that their evolved forms can't. And every other gen after this, they tended to, like, kind of avoid that. But this gen, they like kind of leaned into that a bit. Like, I think all the babies learn Icy Wind, but none of the adult ones do. It's funny I say that, because once again, I'm looking at a Jigglypuff here. You don't find Igglybuff in the wild. And funny enough, in the original Gold Silver, you could find Jigglypuff on Route 46. Only in Gold Silver, not in Crystal or the remakes. You could find level 2 to 4 Jigglypuff. And it's weird that they did that. Because it's like, why? Why did you introduce babies and then immediately like throw them to the wayside? But I digress. I mean, the baby, it's an interesting topic because I think it's weird, but also I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing because the babies are, you know, they're cute. And like the Magby and especially like Elekid is probably the best design of all the babies, but I digress. So they added babies of other Pokemon in Gen 3. I think, what is it? They added Wynot and Azurill, right? Did they add a third one? Is it just those two? Because I know they added Munchlax in Gen 4. But Azurill is weird because Azurill doesn't really feel like it needs to be a baby, you know what I mean? Like, the design is actually, like, I like Azurill's design a lot. I like the idea that, like, a lot of people are like, how come it isn't a water type? And it's because, you know, obviously it can't swim, right? That's the idea, right? That's why its tail is just a huge flotation device, right? It can't actually swim without it. which is like a cute little thing. Should I teach rollout to man? I think I will actually. Since we're here, let's teach rollout to our buddy here because he has a defense skill, so why not? We'll get rid of rage, I think. Yeah, sure. But like Azuro like doesn't feel like it really needs to be a thing, you know what I mean? I haven't actually been using these TMs. Should I teach Mud Slap to Rocky? I guess we will. Actually, what does he have? I think I'll actually hold off on this for now. So like Azuro, what makes Azuro so weird is that they already made Meryl much more common in Crystal, and even in the Gen 3 games, Meryl is very common in Hoenn. Like you can find Hoenn, you can find Meryl in tons of just bodies of water. Unlike in this game where you only find it in a cave, right? And then they go and introduce like a baby form of it, and it's like, how come? You know what I mean? Like, especially because it works like all the other babies. Oh, I also forgot about this. Look at this. This tiny little oversight. You can see that guy pop into existence because he loads in at the top there. I already fought these two, didn't I? I'm just gonna save just to double check. Yeah. I can actually go do the bug catching contest right now, but I'll go heal first. But like they made Azuro a baby, right? And it's a friendship evolution, like most of the other babies except for like Magby and whatnot, because those babies are like, kind of weird. Should I catch this? This is kind of annoying to catch is the thing, so I'd rather wait. So I keep losing my train of thought. So they introduced the baby form of Meryl, a Pokemon that's already made way more common in Gen 3, and like also it's a friendship evolution. But the thing is that Meryl's stats are already kind of made for, like, it's like a basic Pokemon. And it evolves at a very low level, because most of the Gen 2 mons do that for some reason. That's like a reoccurring trend. Like Meryl, Houndour, Wooper. Like, they all evolve at fairly low levels. And Meryl is no exception, right? It evolves at level 18 into Azumarill. And Azumarill is, like, very beefy for that level you can get it, especially in later games where, like in newer games, Azumarill's been buffed to hell and back. I guess we can tackle this. I'll do Quillfish, because Quillfish can't be poisoned. That seems to make sense to me. And friendship evolutions are a little stingy, right? It's not super easy a lot of the time to get friendship very quickly on your Pokemon, right? So you end up in this situation where what'll happen if you actually get Azuro is you'll level it up a bunch, and then by the time it has enough friendship to evolve, it's probably already level 18 and can just evolve. I'm gonna not bike because I love the bug catching contest music. I love that it's a remix of the bike music from Gen 1. Also, you know, classic fun fact, the tall grass, I think I already mentioned this, right? The tall grass is double encounter rate only during the bug catching contest. Who do I catch? Usually I try to fish for Scyther or Pinsir. So we'll just run around a bit and see what we find, I guess. I mean, I say that about them, right? You know, by the time you get enough friendship to evolve, Meryl's probably going to evolve one level later, because you're probably already level 18. But, like, it's not like Azuro... Has Azuro ever been available in the wild in any game? They tend to be very stingy with the babies. Right? The babies tend to only really show up as something you can breed for. And not really anywhere else. But, like, I mean, that doesn't really mean much. Maybe I just don't remember. Because I know Riolu was like a special Gen 4 baby. Does Riolu even count? I don't remember if it actually is in the same category as the other ones where it's like you can't breed it or anything. Like, it does. Is Riolu a baby? Or is it just an unevolved Lucario? Like, is it just our first form? It is a friendship evolution. That doesn't always mean it. Usually if it's our first form, that's a friendship evolution, is a baby, right? That's like the most consistent thing I say, as even though they broke that rule in the very first game that they introduced babies in. But I don't think, I'm pretty sure Riolu's a baby. Regardless, Riolu's in the wild in Black and White too. So like you would think like maybe some of the other babies are too. I don't remember though. This is the unfortunate thing though, is that sometimes you just never find the things you want to find. You end up finding all the Weedles and Caterpies, and it's like I just want one of the big ones. Like if Cool Trainer Nick is that who's in the contest? I think it's Cool Trainer Nick. If Cool Trainer's in the Nick is in the contest, you pretty much have to catch Scyther or Pinsir to beat him. You're probably not gonna beat him otherwise. And I do kind of want that Sunstone just because like I might as well get it. Although getting second place isn't bad either, because that gets you a gold berry. And I believe that otherwise that's the only way to get one during regular gameplay. You know, the only other way you get gold berries is from either some of the in-game trades, like the Machop trade in this city, or oh nice, wow, second try, damn. Or you can get a gold berry from Mystery Gift, obviously. Alrighty, we caught Pins. Alright, I'm gonna do this. We have 17 minutes left. I'm gonna actually be right back for a sec because the dogs are barking like crazy. Unfortunately, I did not get the dogs in. They didn't want to come in. And if they don't want to come in, you're not getting them in because they'll just run away from you if you come out. Alright, come on. Yeah, there you go. See? You got a Butterfree. Hey! And obviously, you know, as everyone knows, if you... The bug catching contest is actually, like, it uses their HP as a factor. So you want to... Yeah, look how much... Even with a full HP Pinsir, I only barely beat him. So you want to be careful about that. Dropping their HP reduces how many points they're worth. It's actually based on several factors, including, like, their stats and their DVs. And I believe it actually uses the same... It pretty much uses the same formula as the actual, like, game, where you want odd number DVs are worth more points than even numbers, I believe. Or is it even number? I don't remember. But, yeah, like, that's how that works. It's based on their points, or their stats dictate how many points they're worth. Wait, can I do it again? Okay, it'd be funny if you could. Obviously, National Park has an awesome theme song, but unfortunately, I want to ride my bike, so, you know. I believe this guy actually has a Raichu, if I remember correctly. Should I teach my Onyx Dig? What else am I going to teach Dig to? I might as well. I was going to teach it Mud Slapper, and it's like, yeah, but, like, eh. I'm not going to use Bind that much. Alright, come on. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Hard Gold Soul Silver actually changes the way that the scoring system works. Like, I think actually quite a bit from what I remember. Nicely done, Onyx. You did it. You dug a hole. This might not even one hit. Despite the level jump. Oh no, it does, thank God. Onyx isn't that weak. I do always find it funny that like there's a trainer outside this world that has a Pikachu, and then you come here and fight a Raichu. And I think that Raichu might... I forget if Raichu has Thunderbolt as a level up move. There we go. I don't want to walk too far into the grass. Why are you staring at me? Oh, a battle? Last Chris. Except it's Chris with an E, not Chris with a... not an E. You know, let's try Defense Curl rollout since we're here. I mean, in practice, this is pretty similar to Rage. Just a little less consistent because rollout can obviously miss. It's actually pretty interesting because the way that it works is that Defense Curl is it secretly sets a status on you that actually lasts until you switch out. So as soon as you use Defense Curl, you actually you always get the double power rollouts, even if it like misses or something, or like your rollout fails in some way. If you use rollout again, you still get the double boost. It only goes away when you switch. And like what's really interesting is that unlike with most things like that, Baton Pass doesn't actually like keep that. If you switch, even Baton Pass, if you switch a Baton Pass, even that like still doesn't actually keep the Defense Curl status. You lose it when you switch with Baton Pass. So you have to have Defense Curl on the rollout Pokemon. You can't pass that over. I also forgot there's 2 trainers with Oddish in here. That's funny. Oddish is a popular mon today. What I think is kind of funny is that in Heart Gold Soul Silver, they actually raised the level of all the trainers in National Park by 2 levels, except for some reason for this guy. This guy keeps his lower levels for some reason. I'm not sure why. Like, I think they're all like it's all, I'm pretty sure it's all +2. It might actually be +4. But for the most part, it's actually one of the very few changes they made in this game, because they don't actually tend to change a lot of even the regular trainers in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Berry. I think pretty much every Poke fan has berries on their Pokemon, which is like kind of a cute little detail. I can beat you in Pride. Oh yeah, and this lady's unique because in order to get her phone number, you have to have a Meryl. If you have a Meryl on you, she'll be like, holy crap, that's a Meryl, and then she'll give you her phone number. I don't believe you can, once again, I don't believe you can rematch her in Crystal. Maybe you can in Gold Silver. I'm not even sure if she has a phone number in Gold Silver, though, so I don't remember if that's true. But, at the very least, in Crystal, she'll, like, give you nuggets, I believe, occasionally. So it actually is a pretty useful phone number to get. She gives you, you know, like, good money items. What's my egg at? Dang. I should have gotten this, like, hatched off screen rather than doing it like this, but whatever. Maybe I'll do that next time, then. We'll finish Whitney here, and then I'll hatch my egg. I might grab a Pokemon from the game corner, too. I'm not sure yet. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. I think this is the Meowth trainer. No. The Meowth trainer is the other one. Because the Meowth trainer actually says she's using Meowth. This one's probably Centrit. Yeah. I remember this one because there's like a trainer later in the game that's basically like like an upgraded version of this trainer where she does the same thing where she has a full party. I think that's actually a Pokefan where they just have like a full party of Centrit and then a Furret at varying levels, and like the joke is that like, oh, I was raising my Pokemon at the daycare, so they're all like a bunch of different levels. And it's not a challenging fight at all, which is kind of true in general for Kanto as a whole, but it's especially true for a lot of the more like gimmicky joke fights where they're making a joke with them, which I do appreciate. They get the opportunity to do that a lot in this game, since they aren't. This game isn't really trying to be hard for the most part. There's the Meowth one. I thought I remembered her saying that she uses Meowth, but I think that's just her, like, after battle dialogue. Maybe I'll actually make that the ending of this video. I'm just gonna, like, grind the egg after Whitney, and I'll hatch it, and then I'll just train it up off screen so I don't have to train, you know, whatever the heck it is. Oh no, Meowth, I'm so sorry. Because I think she's like, I taught Meowth moves to take on any type. And I think her Meowth does have, like, a couple weird moves. Don't let my Pokemon's cute looks fool you. They can whip you. Is this the Snubbull trainer or the Jigglypuff trainer? It's the Snubbull one. Oh no, scary face. Ugh. Darn, I thought you were weak. And there's this trainer who, she actually has a sightline of, like, only one. She can only see you if you walk right up to her, because after you beat Whitney, she actually moves. So I guess they didn't want to bother accounting for the fact that she can be multiple spots. Oh no. Alright, Onyx, it's your time to shine. I don't think these Jigglypuff have anything other than normal moves, so... And Onyx is actually faster. I mean, I said like Coolfish wasn't, but you know. Shut up. Maybe I'll like catch some stuff after this, because there's the... I could do the Machop trade, because that gets you a Goldberry. I'll just dig. Nice try, bucko. Onyx is at least tough enough to do that. We'll just headbutt you. Fish for that flinch is 30%. Dang. And I'll just throw some rocks at you. I missed! Isn't rock throw 90? Damn. This is only like slightly stronger too. Ah well. Oh. Yeah, I can definitely feel my sickness creeping still. I mean, I'm not really sick anymore. It's just like, you know, it's usual stuff. My throat's kind of dry and my nose is plugged, which just puts like this pressure on your head. But like, I'm not particularly weak. I mean, I've got chills now, but that's just, you know, business as usual. But shall we heal your Pokemon? We hope to see you again, Psychopath. I think that's definitely why they changed that dialogue in later games to be something like, even though it's obvious that they just mean like, we hope to, you know, see you heal your Pokemon again. People like to be like, ha, they want your Pokemon to get beat up. Ugh. Okay. Everybody's favorite fight. You know what? We're gonna... what should I do actually? You know what? Here. We'll do it like this. We'll get the spike set up because that little bit of extra chip will probably be nice for Miltank. If I had to guess, Miltank probably outspeeds everyone on my team regardless, so I don't know. But, I will set up the spikes. Ow. I guess we'll... Yeah, okay. We'll try this now. Hopefully this works fine. I mean, this could just go terribly wrong, but you know, it is what it is. Defense curl, and then just go straight into a rollout. Actually, I don't even need to do that, do I? I could glare. I think that's what I'll do, actually, because that'll make it... That's more reliable. Nice crit. Holy shit, Dunsparce. Alright, I just need to get through Miltank once. Hopefully it doesn't stomp me into oblivion. Rollout is actually good. I want to see that. There we go. Now we can start our own rollout. I'm going to outroll her. Dunsparce, you maniacal master, yeah! Take that, Mick. I don't know. I was gonna say like Mickey or something. I don't know. She always cries. Boo boo. And then she gives you a tract, which I didn't even get to see because I blasted her. That was a good cry. Alright. I think the Abra, I think there's an Abra in the game corner, right? So I think I'll do that way instead of having to try to catch it in the wild. Oh, and let me get this too before I forget. Oh, wait. You have to talk to her. And now she'll give you the bottle. Everybody always does that. You walk right in here and talk to her, and then she's like, she's just watering her flowers. Should I try to catch Ditto? Honestly, I think I'm good. We're gonna end it here. I can always just do it next time. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. I'll go outside and save. I'll try to hatch the egg off. Actually, wait. That's right. I want to hatch the egg. What's it add? Needs more time. Shit. I'll just hatch it next time. Fuck it. Whatever. Or maybe I'll just record it hatching and then I'll just edit in whatever. Anyway, see you guys. Later.